Good day everyone! Today we're going to discuss the morality of human sexuality. Human sexuality is the way people experience and express themselves sexually. The significant and the vital role that sex plays in an individual's desire to be fully human has, to some extent, remained undisclosed, dubious, and even sinful primarily due to the culturally patterned negative attitude of Filipinos toward human sexuality. Is human sexuality meaningful or meaningless? Human sexuality can both meaningful and meaningless, depending on individual perspective and experiences. Here's the types of sexual deviations. Number 1. Homosexuality. 2. Transvestism. 3. Transsexualism. 4. Exhibitionism. 5. Sadism. 6. Masochism. 7. Necrophilia. 8. Necrosadism. 9. Sex murder. And 10. Fetishism. 11. Pedophilia. 12. Sexual attachment to children. 13. Gerontophilia. 14. Misocopia or voyeurism. 15. Pygmalionism. And 16. Bestiality.
Next, the preventive measures of sex deviation. Preventive measures of sex deviation. Number 1. A child should be raised with a healthy, thoroughly non-guilty attitudes towards human sexuality. Number 2. A child should be taught that some laws are necessary for the governing of sex, love, and the marital relationship. And these laws are protective of one's right to sex and happiness. Hence, they must be followed for one's own good and the good of others. Number 3. Children shall be given extensive and intensive sex education in an objective and impersonal manner, and shall be particularly instructed about sex deviation. Number 4. Children should be strongly encouraged to have sexual experiences and to be thoroughly unguilty about their participation. Number 5. Children should be raised and nurtured in such a way that they like themselves and are willing to take on risk of sex love challenges. Next, pornography and prostitution. From the Greek word pornographos, which means writing of prostitutes. Porne, prostitute, and graphein, to write. Pornography means obscene and prurient literature or art. It is a representation of sexual behavior in books, pictures, statues, films, and other media that is intended to cause sexual excitement. Prostitution involves the selling of sexual services for a price, either in cash or in kind. For the female prostitutes in the Philippines, locally known as hospitality girls, include hostesses in cocktail lounge and nightclubs, waitresses, and more. For the male prostitutes or callboys, constitute university students, stewards, or tour guides and models.
Next topic is sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases are commonly known as venereal diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases include syphilis, gonorrhea, and AIDS. Syphilis is transmitted by non-genital contact such as lips-to-lips kissing or touching an individual who has the disease. Next is gonorrhea. May be transmitted non-sexually to young females whose vaginal mucous membranes are thin. For acquired immune deficiency syndrome, or known as AIDS, a fatal disease that destroys the body's immune defense mechanism or its ability to fight off some infections and cancers. AIDS is presently difficult to cure. Next is the commandments of safer sex. First, always use a condom or use a condom and spermicide. Number 2, limit sex partners to 1. The more people an individual has sex with, the greater the chances of getting AIDS. Number 3, stop using and shooting drugs. Do not share needles, syringes, works, or cookers, even with a familiar person. Number 4, do not have sex with people who have AIDS or who might have the virus. Number 5, do not let semen from an infected person enter the mouth. Furthermore, fluid from the vagina of an infected woman can carry the virus. Blood in the menstrual fluid can carry the virus. Number 6. Do not rent works or buy works that have been used by someone else. Check the package to be sure it has not been resealed. Number 7. Do not leave your personal works around where others can pick them up and stick this on themselves. One could transmit AIDS to the other people in this way.